to do live. I woke up at 4 this morning and my plan was for 5 o'clock. So I ended up reading. Now it's like 6, I do believe, just after. So I listened to, my reading was audiobooks. Makes it a little more easy. And yeah, I listened to a book called Think Big. I do believe that's all what it's called. And I spent hour and a half or something like that with doing that. Made myself Slurpee, I guess you could call it. But it's a natural one where I got leafy greens, vegetables, and berries. Blend that together and had a drink. Keeps your brain freeze because I have it frozen and then I blend it. Also had Cardio for Lives, a drink of that. So I haven't really had breakfast, but I had something to get me going. And I had actually wanted to use my mobile phone to go live and do live events. And I realized I'm not on my schedule. And what's very important to me is to go live and do that at least 6 days a week. And I was thinking, I've found myself not to even go every day make a video, and it didn't make any sense to me. I want to step up and do more, and then I do less, and I don't like that. I'm not happy with it. So now I'm pushing myself to find a way to be able to go live. I do have a laptop, so maybe that's going to work because it does have a camera, kind of like a webcam on it. So I'll give that a try. I wanted something that I could move around and take with me as I was doing different tasks, so that I could do a live video. And so I've also, as if you watched the last few videos I've made, some of the great videos that are out there, I'm sharing with you guys because I see a lot of value in them. And with listening to their stories and the questions they answer and listen to the questions, you pay really close attention, you can actually learn from those things. These are guys that have succeeded. A lot of them have started from debt and went to success. Some of them, they're born in success and just become more successful. I think both are, you can learn from both of them, regardless. Even those who were in a family of success and then just went on their own thing and are successful. You're learning, because when they grew up, when they were born and grew up with a successful family, they learned the successful habits. So it doesn't mean that the success was a hand down and then, well, somebody who doesn't know how to be successful and even gets something handed down to them, or inherits something, or wins a lottery, if you don't have the successful habits and the way of life, make the right choices, after a certain amount of time you'll have nothing. And you could have, let's say for example, like a lottery, and you look at the stories of many who have won the lottery, and they actually end up with less than they had before the lottery. For those, they didn't learn what to do with it, and maybe they didn't think of it, that they have to actually make that money work. They actually themselves have to work and things like that to be successful, for them to keep that amount of money, or at least have a good amount. And the thing is, even let's say you win, I don't know what they got for lotteries out there, $60 million or whatever it is, and every year you reduce or lose $1 million or something like that, and you're buying some things. Oh, well, I spent 10 million, but I still got 50 million. It's no big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. And the reason why it's a big deal is if your money is not growing, then you'll lose all of it. And then you'll have a spending habit of a lot of money once you have lost it all. But you have no habit of making money. So you could buy a business, you could invest, you could do all kinds of things I think if you're going to spend money, the first thing a person should spend money on when they win the lottery, if you win the lottery, the first thing you should spend money on is education. And that is in business, in things. If you want to do investing, then you go investing. In a way, you invest in everything, because you want to not have a liability. No, that's not the right word. But you want assets, right? So you don't want to buy something what's only going to cost you money. You want to buy something what's going to make you money. So if you do that, that's an investment right there. So in a way, you're investing regardless of what you do. You put down money to end up with more money, and that's an investment right there. So you learn what are assets. How can you make almost anything or everything into an asset? And that's where the learning comes in, is to do those sort of things. So for a person the first thing they should be spending money on is education. Look for the person you want to learn from. There's so much, even on the internet, everywhere is education. And the one who's going to teach you, easy way is, have they made money? Have they done what you want to do? Or are they doing it and succeeding? Sadly, there are many. I don't want to put schools down, and I don't know how much teachers make, or if they have businesses on the side, or what it is. Because you can take a class of business school like that, and if the teacher is making like $30,000 or $60,000 a year for a salary, and that's just through teaching, it's not through doing what they're teaching, that puts a question out. Does it even work what they're teaching? And if it works so well, why wouldn't they do it as well even though they're teaching? For someone, like for business, it's unlimited. It's not like 100,000, 500,000 a year. It's unlimited. You can make millions or billions. It's whatever you do, and that's what's gonna create it. Brings me to another topic, is business itself. Now, there are a number of people on YouTube and other places, they think that everything should be free. Sounds great, but then everything would have to be free. If you have to buy anything, then what's the point of having free? And here's why I say that. Because most people make a salary through a job or something like that. And where does your job come from? A business. So if most things are free, but some things you have to buy, well, most people don't have jobs because most things are free. There's no, or they're volunteering or whatever to keep it running. So there's no money going on there because it's free, right? And then the few things there is to buy, or half of the things to buy, you can't, because you've been donating your time. You've been, all your work and things like that, it's free. Just like the business, what is giving out free and everything's free. Well, if they're doing it all free and there's no profit or coming in any money, then the ones working for them would also have to do it for free. And if you're doing charity work and everything for free, how are you going to buy the things that have a cost to it when it costs you some money? You can't, because you don't have an income. And therefore, we all need businesses. And businesses give a lot of people jobs, but give them all some money to make a living, to buy whatever they want to buy. And it should be, people should love their jobs. They should be happy that there's the business out there that they can do a job. So it gives them a job, and the customer, it gives them a product or a service, what they can buy, right? So I was thinking I would come on anyway, even though I wasn't able to come on live, which I'm working on, and I want to come on more often. I didn't want to come on less. I was doing every day, and that was going quite well. And I was thinking I'd get up at 5 in the morning, I scheduled my task, and then I realized that's, like, I'm pretty much done my task at 7 in the morning. I get up at 5, get done at 7, and then how am I going to do my cold calls? I'm going to wake people up? They're still in bed or sleeping? Well, that didn't make any sense to me. So I was thinking, okay, how do I use up a few hours? I would like to say, okay, 8 o'clock everybody's up, but that's not always the case. Some people are not morning people, and phoning them is just guarantee you a rejection. So at the same time, I don't want to wait till lunch before I make a phone call to someone. And I was thinking 9 o'clock should be more of a reasonable hour to start making my cold calls. And going live from 5 all the way till 9 to start my cold calls and go on. And it looks like to me I might have to break it up. That I can still get up at 5 and then do all the tasks, do a few more extra things, let's say like the writing, and then there's also a place I practice phone calls, things like that. That might be not on I might not have that on live or on video. Well, I'll have it on video, but maybe I won't share it because it will be more or less me doing my thing. And I'll see. I guess I'll watch the videos and see, is there something that I can share, or is it just me doing my stuff and obviously just sitting at a desk, right, without talking or doing things. And then like for the practice calls, I wouldn't be able to really do that. I'm not quite sure if I'm allowed to share something like that. Then I'd end up going to the cold calls, and that I could share. So I still haven't found the answer to that. I'm constantly thinking of how can I do it to make it into a video that'll be learnable and also that people would want to watch it, right? I've tried to come up with a number of different ways. I think I would need more cameras. A camera crew would definitely be great. That would help. And live you can't really edit, so you can't try to make it more interesting. But and I'm not sure, since you need a computer or a webcam to go live, can you switch it from camera to camera, or is it that can only be on one camera? That usually helps if you can get different angles at different times and stuff like that. That is not just a one still picture. So I still have some things to learn here to be able to do all these things. I set a goal, and I've been working at doing my morning schedule at the time I want to, which is 5 o'clock in the morning. And I've also been, like today, I tried to use my cell phone for live, and it doesn't allow me to do it. It tells me to do with a webcam or something like that. So I'll try that. And then I also want to do it on Facebook, and I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll try it on Facebook as well. And I need to use more devices, so maybe I can use a laptop and a cell phone or a tablet or something, because I want to live stream 2 places, right? YouTube and Facebook. I'll keep going at it, and I'll get there. I'll get it done. I was hoping to already be doing it. Run into this or that, and you just gotta keep overcoming whatever challenges come your way, and find a way to make it work. That's what I'm gonna do. Like that's what I'm already working on, and I'll get there. I'll go live. That's something I have decided and I really want, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think that will be it, because I'm just doing a speech now, and